Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore Tourbillon chronograph. You can see and you can purchase this extraordinary grand complication on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full sales listing for this watch with additional accessories included, high resolution images, and of course complete pricing information for this extraordinary 10-day power reserve tourbillon chronograph. Now, on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, you can see that while this watch measures 44 millimeters, it's decidedly larger in every dimension than a conventional 44 millimeter Royal Oak Offshore. So let's start with the actual measurement across the case, because I need to emphasize that though it does measure 44 millimeters true, that doesn't include the shoulders for the crown guards, the chronograph pushers, or the crown itself. So effectively across the wrist it wears almost 50 millimeters. Now in terms of thickness, it's thick. 17 millimeters thick to be precise, and you can see all of the layers of the watch built up in an almost architectural form. You can see the large case, you can see the gasket between the carbon fiber bezel and the rose gold of the case, and of course on top you see that carbon fiber with the inset stainless steel bezel bolts, handsome forged carbon out of Audemars Piguet's own manufacture. In terms of heft, the ergonomic equation, quite frankly, tends towards substance. If you like the feel of a huge, heavy, truly massive premium timepiece on your wrist, this is exactly what you want. Eyes closed, you know you're wearing something close to half a pound. Simply extraordinary. And it features a strap to match. As you can see, massive and joined to the case by broad plots on both sides. The strap is up to the task of equaling the visual mass and the premium gravitas of the case and dial. I should mention that from lug to lug, this watch measures a rather substantial, let me show you at an angle, 57 millimeters from extremity to extremity, but if you were to measure from those two plot points to their opposite number on the other side, the outermost rigid points, you get a measurement of 60 millimeters across the wrist. Truly huge. Now it's paired with a high-grade, single-fold deployant, fully finished Audemars Piguet deployant clasp, and it's a good thing too. This large rose gold clasp, 18 karat like the case, helps to counterbalance the immense heft of the watch head on the wrist. So if you like to wear your watch a little bit loose, again, it's nice to have that large and heavy clasp acting as a keel. So now if you own a, let's say, oil company, or you're the sovereign of a country, or you're the sovereign of a country that effectively is an oil company, this is the perfect watch for you. You can see the AP manufactured rose gold case has incredible span, size, and gorgeous finish. Although the watch is large, Audemars Piguet does not cut any corners in finishing corners, and you can see that glorious tapered mirrored bevel along the flank of the case and the hoods of the lugs. This is the same standard of finish you'd expect on a conventional Royal Oak. Just because it's aggressive and sporting inspired doesn't mean it isn't finished to the highest standards of Le Brassoux leading light. Now moving inboard from the case, iconic of the Offshore, you can see that each individual corner has been hollowed out in relief to add more visual, shall we say, articulation to the top side of the case. Complexity here is rich, and it beautifully mirrors the open-worked architecture of the dial itself. Now again, forged carbon, autoclaved and cured at 450 degrees to stabilize it. You can see the actual carbon fiber flakes inset preserved in this form of the octagonal bezel by resin. And then inboard you can see that there's a tachometric scale outboard, and we'll start the chronograph up so you can enjoy its operation as I speak. But visible are all of the critical components of the watch. You can see the tourbillon carriage beating away at 3 Hz or 21,600 vibrations per hour. You can see the two huge mainspring barrels that endow the watch with 237 hours of manually wound power reserve, almost 10 days. And of course you can see the seconds and minutes registers of the chronograph on the flank. This is a panoply of materials, one might say: leather, sapphire, rose gold, carbon fiber, and yes, ceramic, as the crown shoulder and the outermost portions of the pushers are both black ceramic for durability and long-wearing good looks. Now when you rotate the watch over, you can see the star of the show. This is the Audemars Piguet caliber 2912, 328 parts, 30 jewels, superbly adjusted in 5 positions for accuracy. Now you can see the column wheel. That's the function selector, and it uses a lateral clutch. The advantage of a lateral clutch is that you can see it in action, I should say, more readily than a vertical clutch. So let me clear the clasp out of the way and cycle the chronograph on the back side of the watch just to demonstrate what this watch does so well, and that's give you a front row seat to what's happening inside the movement. And a watch like this is all about attitude on the outside and movement on the inside. It's a timepiece that really reminds you that at the absolute top of the market, in the $300,000 plus price range where this watch plays, you don't have to sacrifice anything. You can have beauty and you can have the beast. And of course, beautiful to watch it reset as the chronograph hammers fall on the center wheel. Now, of course, as spectacular as that movement is, it needs adequate protection in a watch this burly. I would absolutely swim with this, and with 100-meter water resistance and a screw-down crown, you absolutely can. If you want to have it all and you've got the budget to match, you can see this Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore Tourbillon chronograph with 10-day power reserve on our website.